Okay, hopefully this doesn't age me too much.
Darn you kids, get off my lawn. Okay, what does this say now?
What's up, Seahorse Army? Welcome back to another mail opening video. So I checked my P.O. box and I got a package and 2 letters. So we're gonna go ahead and open these today. So the letters, so it looks like this is the first one I got, and I've had it sitting here for a while. I've just been waiting to get some more stuff to do it all in one video. But this is from TaraLee. TaraLee, this arrived a while ago. I'm so sorry I haven't opened it until now. But anyway, so this is from TaraLee. And then this one is from Carly W on YouTube, or the Carly W channel on YouTube. So I'll put the information in the description. Definitely go check them out. Anyway, okay, so I've got the 2 letters, and then I do have 1 box from Amazon. So I'm assuming this is from my Amazon wish list, or maybe they've just ordered something for me and shipped it through Amazon. I don't know, but we'll find out. So it sounds... I can't tell if there's 1 or 2 items in here. Anyway, because this is from Amazon and it's not super heavy, I think there might only be 1 thing in here, maybe 2. Whatever's in here, I'm gonna open and review today. So that's gonna be what we're doing. I do wanna start off with these first. Now, I'm gonna start with TaraLee's letter because hers has been sitting here the longest and she has been patiently waiting. So hold on, where's my little letter opener? Okay, so yes, technically this is a box opener, but I've found it actually does help with cutting the tape when these letters are taped shut. All right, but by the way, before I open it, isn't this cute? Look at all the stickers. I love all the cotton candy and the ice cream and stuff like that. And there's like the Little Mermaid, and then what else is here? Oh, we got some Lisa Frank dolphins. Super cute. And then of course some little rainbow frogs. Yeah, this is all Lisa Frank. Look at, that's a straight up Lisa Frank sea lion or whatever that is. It's not a leopard, it's like a seal. Anyway, whatever it is. But anyway, okay, so let's see if I did a good enough job. Is this open? Well, open enough. It's ripping, no. I was trying not to rip it, but that's okay. So, let's see. Oh my gosh. What is this? Okay. There's some confetti. How dare you, TaraLee? I'm totally kidding. It's like the bigger kind of like paper confetti, at least. So because it's paper, it's biodegradable. I don't mind that as much. And there really wasn't a lot. This is acceptable. It's confetti. It's not glitter, you know, whatever. Or this is the acceptable kind of confetti. That's the full amount. So it wasn't too much. So I forgive you. So anyway, it is a birthday card. So why you gotta point out the age? No, I'm just kidding. So let's see what it says. 40. At 40, you know your strengths and you know what good they do in the world. You know you've earned your place and you can look back and see where you've made a difference. Aw. Oh, wow. There's a lot going on in here. And it says, and the best of it all, you know you're just getting started. Happy, and then it says belated birthday. And then there's a whole bunch of like stickers, like more Lisa Frank stuff. Love it, love it. And then, so that was what the card said. And now the handwritten part says, I made this bracelet just for you. I'll show you that in just a second. I made this bracelet just for you. There's a unicorn. Love the Lisa Frank unicorn. And then all the other Lisa Frank stickers. There's some orca whales, dolphins, penguins. Oh, I love the penguins. And some unicorns. And then it says, you may read it on camera. I don't mind. Oh, well, I already did. Thanks for the permission. Anyway, and there's some more little stickers of little ducks. Look at the little ducks. So cute. All right, and it says, sorry it's in cursive. I know you said it's difficult to read because of your dyslexia. I was It was the only 40 card I could find. Don't have a lot to give, but I hope I can make you smile because you make me smile, TaraLee. Oh, thank you so much, TaraLee. I absolutely did smile. Thank you so much. And do not worry about, like, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to send me anything or give me anything. Like, please don't feel obligated, especially if you don't have the means to, or if you don't have much or whatever. Like, I have a lot. Like, you don't have to send me anything. But I do love your messages and your letters and stuff like that. And cards like this are my favorite. So thank you so much for that. I love it. And I've kept all of them. All of the cards like this that anybody has ever sent me, I've kept them. So I still have them all. But this is super cute. I love it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's set this up right here. So it's on camera still. For now, I'll probably take it down later. Oh, this is cute. And then we've got a little bracelet here. So you've got these beads. I love the color. It's like this like seafoam green, mint green, whatever, but they're like iridescent beads. And then, okay, I do have to put that down. And then the beads right here goes into like blue, yellow, and pink. And then it goes into the letters. And why is it not focusing? Hold on. I'm too close. That's why I have to zoom in and move back. There we go. And it says Chad with hearts on either side. Super cute. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it fits on my big old man wrist. Yay, it does. Okay, good. So it's a good fit for, it's literally perfect. Like it's the absolute perfect size. Wow, thank you. I love that. I love that so much. Thank you. All right. So that was from TaraLee. TaraLee, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Moving on, so this is the next letter that I got. So this is from the Carly W channel on YouTube. And this is one of those weird envelopes. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. I was gonna say, it's got the like outline right here. And like, this is one of those weird ones that you have to open a weird way, but it's not. It literally just has the normal flap on the back. But luckily, it is closed by tape, which means I can use my little box opener to cut the tape. What the heck was that? Okay, I was not cutting on the seam. I can use my hand, let me try that again. I can use my handy dandy little box cutter to cut along the line and not skew off to the side. Let's, okay. Okay, well I ripped it, so screw it. I'm not worried about it. Just rip it open. Here we go. What's this? Oh, cute. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's more in here. Are these stickers? What is this? Okay, let's look at the card first. So, oh, there's a bunch of different things. Okay. Oh, cute. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is cute. So it says, greetings from the southern border of the U.S. From Carly, Gonzo, Champer, Bendigo, Nimbin, 19, and Little Sandy. I think those are the names of all these plushies. So we've got a lineup of plushies here, and it says 2025. And then this is kind of hard to see, but it says Bendigo's first aquarium trip 2025, and it looks like they're inside of one of those bubbles where you crawl in and you come up in the bubble, and then you're able to look into the aquarium as if you're in the aquarium. So I remember doing that at was it in San Francisco? No, it was the Monterey Bay Aquarium that we went to. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, they had that there, and I remember doing that and crawling in there. And then there's a whole bunch of these, what are these? So I've got like a bunch of little printouts here. Are these little character sheets for each of these characters? Yeah, they kind of look like little birth certificates. Okay, this is really tiny, and it's a little difficult for me to read, so I gotta get my old man glasses on. Okay, hopefully this doesn't age me too much.
Darn you kids, get off my lawn. Okay, what does this say now?
No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, I know that was really dumb. So yeah, it's a birth certificate. It says it's a girl. This is Kaji. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This is a little difficult to read just because of the color combination. This like coral red with the light blue text on it is a little hard for me to read. It's also really tiny, but it's still really cute. So it looks like a little birth certificate for that plushie. This is also a birth certificate. No. Uncle on Duty Snuggles wilts. And then, yeah, it's kind of hard to read some of the smaller text here. But there we go. So definitely really cute. I'm going to have to go check out the channel. So here's another one. This one looks a little easier to read because it's a dark blue with a light blue over it. Yeah, it's a boy named Orville. Okay, so that's this character. Oh, I see. Uncle on duty is the who. Okay, yeah. No, I get it now. Sorry, but yeah. So this is for the birth certificate for this plushie. I hope that's in focus. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just gonna show a couple more of these because there's a whole bunch of them. But here we go. I'm gonna take my time and like look at these a little bit later on. Just for time's sake. I don't want to spend too much time looking at these. Yeah, it's really difficult to read that tiny text, but that's okay. Cute. Here's another one. Focus. There we go. And then I don't know if I got them all, but anyway, so there's that. All right, and there wasn't really like a full-on note necessarily, but the channel name is the Carly W channel. So if your name is Carly, thank you so much, Carly. I don't know if that's your name or not, but that's the channel name it says on the outside of this package. But thank you so much for these pictures. These are really cute. I'm gonna have to check them out and see if on your channel there's more information about the plushies or anything. Okay, I need to do something with all this confetti because it is kind of starting to get everywhere. All right, and then that brings us to the box, to the Amazon package. And hopefully there is a note inside so I know who to say thank you to. So, because with these Amazon boxes, it never says on the outside who it's from. It just says it's from Amazon. It just says it's, addressed to me. So I usually don't find out until I open it up. Oh, look at that. Okay, so maybe oh, cute. Okay, so we've got a couple Barbies. Let's see. I'm going to check this. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Aha, there it is. A gift for you. Hi, Chad. Your videos have brought me so much joy. I love the made-to-move body and would love to see what dolls you choose to rebody. And it says it is from Susan. Susan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Did I knock this over? Hold on. There we go. My camera was a little askew. But anyway, so thank you so much. Okay, so these technically were on my Amazon wish list. Not because I don't have them and wanted to add them to my collection, but because I buy them often to get or to use for like customs or to, head swap and stuff like that. So I will wait until the made to move dolls go on a clearance or a really low sale, and then I buy them. So that's why they're there. But anyway, so there is a pink top made to move. So this is one of the original ones. And okay, I don't need these anymore. So this one looks like it is it's probably one of the newer ones because they had the first wave and she was a little bit more pale or a little more fair-skinned, and then they came out with a second wave, and the second wave was a little more tan. So I believe that this is the second wave. Her screening is actually pretty good. So there's that one, and then this is the lineup of the first dolls that came out for the first set of Made to Move, minus the African-American one. I don't know why the African-American one's not on here. But anyway, so I actually have all of these from the first wave because they were the first ones you were able to get your hands on. I'll go ahead and open. I've never done a proper review for Made to Move dolls, so I'll do a review for that still. Otherwise, this video is going to end up being pretty short. And then there's one more in here. This one I don't have. This is actually new to me, and I'm not sure what skin tone she is. I'm going to see who she matches and, like what I can use her for as far as like head swapping. But I got the boxer. So there you can kind of see. So here we go. So this is from the set. There was a made to move boxer and a made to move basketball player. I don't remember. Do I have that basketball player? I might have her somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the boxer, and I do not have her. So I'm going to move this box down here. Let's go ahead and do a review. Let's go ahead and unbox these and just take a look at the Made to Move dolls. Since I've never properly done that, I remember when these ones, the pink top, the blue top, that, you know, all those, when they first came out was back when Toys R Us was still open, because most of the ones that I got were actually from Toys R Us. So I miss Toys R Us. Like, Toys R Us proper, not the little toy section in Macy's. Like, that's fine that they have a toy section there that's called Toys R Us, but I miss, like, actual proper Toys R Us stores. Now, I understand why they went out of business and everything. I also understand that, like, not a lot of people go to specialty stores anymore. They go to the convenient type of shops like Walmart and Target, because you can get groceries, you can get clothing, you can get house supplies, and you can also get toys. So it's like, you could go to a dedicated toy store and then have to make a second trip for groceries, or you can get your groceries and the toys all in the same store. So it's a convenience thing. Also, the online thing, like, that was that whole thing. That's all a topic for another video. But anyway, so here is the pink top made to move. So the pink top is the Barbie of the lineup. She has the Millie face mold. And like I said, this one actually has a pretty decent face screening. Because I've ordered so many, there it is. No, that's not it. Ah, there it is, my remote, so I can do this and zoom in. Because I've gotten so many of the made to move dolls, I've seen many a wonky eyes. Her eyes are a little bit, like, they're not 100% perfect. They're still pretty good. Like, I think her screening is pretty good, but like I said, I use these mainly as body donors anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. This second wave seems to have slightly shorter hair than what I remember. Like, I feel like the hair was a little bit longer on some of the made to move ones. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just got, like, an average, like, hair, because if you scale this up to human size, this is long hair, but on a doll, this feels like short hair, because I'm used to, like, you know, a lot of my dolls have hair down to here. All right, so the novelty with the made-to-move dolls, if you're not familiar for one reason or another, is the amount of posability that they have. So now, in my last video which video was it? I don't know, there was a video that I posted, I think it was the one yesterday, whenever it was, at some point in time, I asked you if you would want to see a Barbie or, like, a doll articulation guide or video the way that I did for my doll hair guide last year. But I don't know, I'm not, like, as, like, familiar with, like, the terminology and stuff like that. Like, I want to make that video, but I'd have to do a lot of research, so it might be a little while before I can get around to doing it. Because, like, there's so many different kinds of articulation, and I don't even know what they're called and stuff like that. Whereas, like, with the doll hair, I at least had, like, names. I could tell you what they're called and stuff like that, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, my favorite articulation, for the most part, is made to move, just because of the sheer amount of articulation. I don't know, did it say on here how many points of articulation there is? It might say, like, it's like hundreds of poses, but oh my gosh, it just says the ultimate Barbie doll in, like, 15 different languages here. How many points of articulation does a made to move Barbie have? All right, so these dolls have 22 points of articulation. So that is why they are so posable. So you've got the head, obviously, is like on a ball joint, so the head can move around, it can turn left and right and tilt and everything. There's movement at the shoulder. There is also a second joint at the shoulder to twist the arm. Then the elbows have a double joint, so that way you can bend part way, but then keep bending, so it goes all the way. There is a wrist joint. They have a joint at the waist, so she can move around. This one's really good, by the way. This one, her joints are nice and stiff, so that way they hold their pose really easily, but they're not, like, so stiff that they're hard to pose. This one actually has a really good body. So moving down past the waist, there is also the hip joints, so the leg can move. It can, you know, she can sit down, but her legs can actually go out. Now, my only gripe with these dolls is they can't do the splits, but their legs can still go out further than pretty much any other Barbie on the market right now. So, like, I'm not complaining. I just wish she could do the splits. But she could still ride a Barbie horse, which is the main thing. Like her legs can go out far enough that you can put her on a Barbie horse. Now, just like the upper shoulder, the upper, what is this, the thigh, the upper leg? I can't really, well, I guess I could just pull this down. So there's a joint right here. So that is so the leg can twist. And then moving down, just like the elbows, the knees have a double joint as well. And finally, the ankles. There's a joint at the ankle. Now, personally, I love this body type for posability, for taking pictures, for displaying my dolls, just because you can get some like really dynamic poses. And like, I don't know, like there's just a lot that you can actually do with her. She's really, really posable. However, I know a lot of people don't like the made to move body because the joints are kind of ugly. They're kind of unsightly, you know, like they look kind of weird. And I get it, especially if you're not playing with your dolls and you're a collector that has them displayed on your shelf. I get wanting to have less articulation or just different articulation, so it's not as noticeable. So you don't see these weird joints and seam lines on the elbows and the knees and the ankle and stuff like that. But if they're covered up with like a cool outfit or something, like you make a custom doll and give them a cool outfit or whatever, then you don't even see the joints. So it's just nice to have the posability. By the way, this doll has saran hair. It's really, really nice. It actually feels really nice. It's just kind of short. I wish that the hair was a little bit longer, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to be rebodying her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's take a look at the other one. So the other one is a boxer. So we've got the boxer here. She has a slightly more tan skin tone. By the way, these are all on blister packs. So that's where it's a cardboard back and then just a plastic shell. I love these because they're very easy to open, like you just saw. And then the doll is in here and there's just some little plastic straps and rubber bands holding her in. And you just gotta snip those and it really fast, really easy frees the doll from the packaging. The main thing is that there is little plastic stays, you know, in the back of her head. My favorite way to take those off is I grab the head. I don't grab the body because I don't want to break the neck. I grab the head and then I grab with my other hand the back of the box and I just pull. So, and a lot of times when I do it that way, I get lucky like I just did, where the little tags stay in the back. Wait, where'd it go? Oh yeah, there, it's still there. So it stays in the back of the plastic here, and it's not stuck in the back of her head, so I don't have to snip those off and worry about accidentally cutting the hair. All right, now she's actually rubber banded a lot to herself. So hold on, let me, actually, I'm not gonna cut that because I might reuse these rubber bands. I'm just gonna take these off of her, and then she's got her ponytail is rubber banded to her shoulder for some reason. So, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and save that. I keep forgetting to do that. I've been like just really willy-nilly just cutting all of the rubber bands, so I need to not do that. Okay, so here is the boxer. So she looks really cool. Okay, here we go. I didn't have to do much to pose her and she looks like she's ready to fight. I love that. That's cool. Okay, first thing I want to check, it looks like she is the average height or the original height or whatever you want to call it for Barbie. This Barbie is the original height or like the average or whatever you want to call it, as opposed to petite or tall or curvy. They have the other body molds and everything. And yes, it looks like they are the same height. So yes, she is the average height. I just say that because sometimes some of these sports ones, they get put on a tall body. So it would have been nice to be able to show you the difference between the heights. For, I don't know, these have been around for a while. So like, I feel like this isn't really a new thing to be reviewing, but in case there's any of you who just weren't sure about or haven't seen it in person, you know, it'd be nice to show you the difference between the tall and the regular, or the classic recipe. I don't know. What are we calling this height? The average height, the middle height? I don't know, whatever. So, all right. So here is the doll. Let me zoom in on her face. She's also really pretty. And this one, once again, I feel like I got pretty lucky and she has a decent face screening. I mean, it's pretty simple. And like I said, her hair is kind of short. I could use her to just customize her. I will be honest, it's not my favorite face mold. There's something about the face mold that it's just not my favorite. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. But like I said, the main reason I get the made to move dolls is to use as body donors anyway, so I'm not like worried about it. But I have to decide because this one has a good screening, and actually her eyes are really pretty. So I don't know. I may keep her on. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to show you the outfit for this one. They call her the pink top because she has a pink top. The bottom half, it has a blue top, so it's made to look like there's another one underneath, but it is all one piece. Also, there is no Velcro. This is a pull on and off, and because the Barbie is posable, it's easy to change her clothes. And then she's got the black leggings. I have so many of these black leggings for the made to move dolls, but I like them because I use them like black leggings. They're capri length, but they are great leggings for Barbie, so I use them often. Because you could tell I grew up in the 2000s because I love putting leggings and layering under everything, so for my dolls. But anyway, so this is the boxer's outfit. She's got this kind of looks like it's supposed to be a sports bra. It's got the Barbie logo here, or Barbie silhouette, I should say. It's black and purple, and then like the threading around the edges of the top is like serged in white thread. She's got these like athletic shorts, which are kind of cool. You know, like the shorts that boxers wear, and they're like all shiny, and I love this color pink. This like hot pink, and it's kind of metallic. But she has these really cool like these boxing gloves. They are just plastic, and they have the slit down the side, so it's easy to take them off and put them on her hands. It looks like it's squished her hand a little bit, so I don't love that, but that's okay. Let me just put whatever. Okay, I won't be able to get that back on now. But yeah, so she's got the boxing gloves, which is really cool, especially if you've got a child who's into boxing or just different sports in general. I think it's really cool to have different options. Now, I have seen some of these sports Barbies, like the basketball one and the soccer one, they make budget versions where they don't have as much articulation, which is great to have different price points for, you know, people who have different budgets and everything. But honestly, like, I don't think that these are that expensive. As of right now, their average price is about anywhere from like $15 to $16, depending on where you get them, just for the average made-to-move Barbie that doesn't have a lot. Like, this is a yoga doll, this is a boxing doll, so like the sporty ones that don't have a lot of accessories or really elaborate outfits are still not too terribly expensive. Although with the way things are going in this country recently, who knows, that price might end up going up. We'll see. But anyway, that's a topic for another video. Moving down, she has these shoes that definitely look like athletic shoes or shoes that I've seen boxers wear. Not that I watch a lot of boxing, but I've just, you know, you see them kind of like wearing these and hop around the boxing ring. But anyway, so they are just molded in pink plastic, so they're super cute. Love the color. These are interesting. They're very sporty shoes, but they just kind of look like sneakers. So like, I probably could use these again. Like, a lot of times I get these and like, the soccer player, I've got a lot of the soccer players, so I've got a lot of soccer cleats for Barbie, but like, I don't use I don't make my Barbies wear the cleats because like I always redress them or restyle them anyway, and the cleats are just too sporty and not really my style. But these ones, even though yes, they are kind of sporty, they're, you know, like very much the kind of shoes that boxers wear, they still kind of look like just high top sneakers, so I kind of like them. All right, actually, I put the other glove on. It wasn't that difficult to get the glove on. But now, as far as like the hair goes, the hair is saran. There is this one long part that's bothering me, so I'm probably going to snip that part off just so it's not like the one random long strand here. But it is really nice. Once again, it's not super long, but it's long enough to be like a long hairstyle if you were to like scale this up to human size. But yeah, it's really nice because it's saran. I like the hair fiber that they chose to use as opposed to polypropylene. And then as far as articulation goes, she has the same articulation as this doll. She's another made to move doll, and this one is even better than this one, actually. Like I was saying, her articulation's a little stiff, but in a good way, because it's not loose. Like, it's easy easy enough to pose, and it holds the pose. It's not like too stiff where you can't pose it, but it is a little, you know, puts a little resistance. This one has a lot less resistance, so it's not as stiff, but it's still holding the pose really well. So I'm actually really happy with this one. So now as far as like the skin tone goes, I don't have like any of the dolls I was thinking I could use as an example nearby. So I don't know what she matches, but I think at some point in time, if I ever get around to doing a custom where I need her, then I'll let you know which doll it is that I'm using. I always do. I always like to let you know if I customize like one of the Disney princesses or another doll that I have and I want to give her a made-to-move body. I always like to let you know what base doll I am using if you're wanting to do that and want to know what the skin tone matches. So in fact, I have a couple videos trying to match the skin tone for a couple specific dolls, because especially like the new Disney Ariel, Belle, and Rapunzel, those are kind of difficult because I've only found one doll ever that has that skin tone. Or one made-to-move doll, anyway. But, all right, so these are the 2 new made-to-move dolls that I'm going to be adding to my stock box, not to my collection. I'm going to add them to my stock box just because I like to have these on hand, so that way I can use them as body donors for other custom projects and stuff like that. When I do that, I will definitely make videos about that, so I will share that with you and show you and everything. But I do need to get going for right now because I'm going up to pick up my grandma. We're gonna go out to lunch and everything, so I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out while I opened up some viewer mail, some letters and a package from you all. I just want to say thank you again to TaraLee, the Carly W channel, and to Susan. Thank you so much for your letters and for your gifts. I really, really appreciate you so much. To everybody else watching, I don't want you to feel obligated to send me anything. However, if you did want to know what I have on my Amazon wishlist, I always leave that linked down in the description of these videos, along with my mailing address in case you wanted to send me a letter, or if you wanted to send me a drawing of a seahorse that you did. I mentioned in one of my last videos that Olivia drew me a seahorse and I wanted to show it off. So any drawings that you all send in, I might show in a future video. So if you wanted to send in any of the drawings that you've done, you can send them to my mailing address, which is listed in the description. All right, that is it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. And I just opened a YouTube membership, so if you want to find out more of that, I do have a lot of awesome perks like custom emojis, member exclusive videos and live streams, and even member shoutouts, all starting at only 99 cents a month. If you want to get more information, make sure to hit the join button and it'll tell you all the different details about all the different tiers and all that stuff. All right, that is it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.